Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon? Paimon coming in! Paimon coming in! Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
my tam. It's like, move back to your stair. Epic. It's picking up my audio now.
I know, I got it working.
You hear me?
I had to disconnect and reconnect it.
Oh, so it was stunted.
Yep. Its growth was stunted. My headset up.
It's growth?
What else would be stunted? What the frick do you mean?
I changed to the barber because why the fuck would I be traveling? We have 3 girls and it's fun.
Just ran stockings apparently. What are we doing here? So you can hear me? How do I sound compared to the game volume?
Is that a house over there?
I don't think so.
Those boxes?
I don't think so. Ooh, getting close. See that? I think I'm gonna turn that off for now. We're just gonna.
There's no way it's letting you shrink, right?
Of course not. What? How are you? What? It was like, I don't think I have viewers right now.
Yeah, it's me. Who the fuck just randomly try to join you?
A bunch of people try to randomly join my other account.
You're that popular?
Yeah. You just try.
Is your business that popular?
If your thing's open, people would just try to join you to jump in your worlds, don't you?
No. You're not even level 9.
Yeah, I know. Where the fuck do they think they're gonna go? Do they not know they have my teleporters?
Get the walk there!
Go, Barbara, go!
That would be really funny. They join my world, or they're just trying to be nice and help me.
Go, Barbara, go!
It's possible. I had that one person that came in and helped me kill world bosses when I was like 2 world levels too high.
One level so they can impress low level people?
Possible, because I forgot. Yeah, they had to have been max what they could be. They had to have been 1 tier higher and max what they could be.
Yeah.
For them to be in my world. So I was like world tier, I was world tier 1. No, I was world tier 3 when they joined. Because I couldn't beat the bosses.
Go, Barbara, go!
Yep. Those were the days when I was terrible.
Go, Barbara, go!
At least everything can be heard now.
Why does she keep saying that?
Is she running? I don't know.
While you're running on her, she just goes, go, Barbara, go!
Yeah, that's her run line. Make my escape! Too bad it's not that, huh?
Yeah.
I make that reference all the time. I don't even have her yet. I don't even think I have her on my main account. Make my escape!
Hey, there's a newsstand over there! Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird?
Maybe. Oh, I can't hear the thing. Where's my headphones?
You're to the left.
Are my headphones on the ground?
Yeah, they are.
Will you hand them to me?
That sounds weird. It sounds like there's a, not an echo, but the audio. Oh, it's me. I was hearing myself. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut your stream off and leave you back down to another viewers.
Thanks. That's fine.
You're welcome for that.
I didn't plan on having viewers right now. This is literally just to verify it was working. No one's gonna jump on and make fun of me.
Do you push play though, or right here? I want to hear this because it sounds really fucking weird.
We know our Fontanian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down.
Sounds the same from Tim Line headphones.
You know, take your headset off though.
Isn't it Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kaniche?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
No, he sounds good. hear the audio sounds fucking weird. I don't know what's causing audio.
I'm gonna argue that they just sound weird because that's a different voice actor than when you last heard Kanich. Also, Paimon sounds weird because she's a bitch.
You sound fine.
But yeah, but if the audio was weird, it'd be the audio through the capture card.
Yeah. It's the capture card.
So you're saying I should take it back and it sucks?
No fucking clue. It should work fine. It just the audio quality is not like clear.
Shit, I'm wasting my time. Oh, I forgot. The strike.
Silent.
Oh, I don't want to read this. Do I read it?
I think you read it.
Fine. Guess I'll be Charlotte.
Hold up.
Hold up. This is one of a gem. This is one of those gems. Illegal restaurants caught serving saurian stew. Saurian stew. Prove surviving the. Hold up. This one's a gem. Illegal restaurant caught selling saurian stew. Proves surprisingly popular.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Ah, got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Oh my, that can't be for real. Ugh, fine. I hate to admit it, but you've won this one.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded?
Apparently. I don't know
No,
what this
surely
is
that
about.
can't be right. Can it?
Surely not. If it is, we're toast. We're all toast. Ah, thought I heard a familiar voice. Well, isn't that Zark and Paimon? What a coincidence. Mr. Kanich was just talking about you two just a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend. I pressed him for some juicy details, but he remained tight-lipped about you. So, anything you want to share with me? The great Zark's triumph exploits in Nightland? It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anything I'm getting a bit of myself. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself, sorry. Let me get back to track a little. Here to you two. It's been ages. What brings you to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
What a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that, and also a less than pleasant shock. What the heck was all that about a story of meat restaurant and the Udex getting stabbed? Please say you weren't being serious.
Oh, that was just trading tabloid headlines. Is
Trading
that what you're talking about?
tabloid headlines?
Yeah. Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous
Fake news.
material.
Genshin's attacking America. Oh shit. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize all those care about grabbing attention and boosting their sales. Fucking say it again, Charlotte. This one's the one who's still got a shed of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although this misleading headline is still underhanded trick to draw readers in. But others, like the ones we were just reading out loud, have no qualms of making outright fabrications.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
Yeah, that is gonna be my screenshot.
Him? Lenient? Oh, you gotta be kidding!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in Natlan. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
And if you're if you were wondering why the Udex didn't proceed over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge, right from the offset. If not, it's not as if Polaris Mignon only has one judge. We can't expect Mizor Novelette to handle every single case himself. On an interesting note, the trial on a more interesting note, the trial question went remarkably smoothly, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kanich. Testimony on as a key witness.
Oh, okay. Paimon was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kanich.
It was all a misunderstanding. The world's not going to end. Oh, maybe not, but if we'd be even better world for me if Mr. Kinich would agree to an exclusive interview with the Steam Bird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough.
Spitch work from Morgan's?
But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Drat, you saw right through me. You guess I'll put down the keen instincts of renowned saurian hunter. Any response to that? Or guess I'll put it down as your keen instincts as a renowned saurian hunter. Any respond to that, or?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kanich the speechless! Kanich the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me. Of course, that's a brilliant idea. But also, I mean, I need a bit more time to prep. Let's put together a few list and interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse. Well, I know I can be persistent, but in the end, these days. Anyway, I should probably get back to work. I need to get back down to Jimmy's reports the increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, friends, until we meet again.
Charlotte never stops, does she?
He does not.
Anyway, Paimon just has to ask. That how thing that popped out before, or was it a how? It kind of looked like a how, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a how.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not applicating well. Maybe he's just not applicating well to Fontaine.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing?
Acclimatizing.
Aw,
That's the word. Thank you, Paimon.
Mighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it now.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But Ahau wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure, seeing how angry always makes my day.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
Ah, so these are the kind of headlines they're going for these days.
Woo. Okay. We're here in Fontaine. Doing the... Where is it? Guess we might as well get this one here. Maybe these stairs will take me up there. Up to the Palais Mermonia. Climbing is my only hope. Looks like we're climbing. made it up. Grab this map point.
Go, Barbara, go!
Go, Barbara, go! Times like this is when you want Mavika. Just rolling on the motorcycle. We have to wait at least 30, maybe 45 days before we can pull from Mavika. But that's good. We need time. We need time. I've been listening to Jobless Reincarnation. Pretty freaking awesome. I can't wait till the next season gets animated. I finished the series and I'm listening to it again. Yep. Don't want to put any spoilers out there, but we're well past the anime. Alexander Ryback. Let's stick it in there. Like a stroll with Knitch.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House. There must be some efficient workers in Fontaine. Quite impressive.
A few days? One night was all it took. Ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? Oh, no. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
There's something oddly familiar about the way you talk, girl.
Well, I can't believe you actually remember me. It's me, Lapine Pauline. That's right.
Lapine Pauline? I don't know you at all. Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy, by the way.
Of course. How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night?
Fantasyland?
Is that what you're calling it?
At least that's
Fantasyland?
how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontanian filmmaking, a place for all
Fontanian.
film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams.
Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project.
Nope. I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too.
Nope,
You've got to be kidding.
I'm broke as shit.
Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on. Mockery is all you shall get, straight from the heart.
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid!
Wow, that's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production.
Mass production? Ugh, insolent, vulgar, and disrespectful! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind! There has never been another like me, nor will there ever be! And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century! I shall have you know that I am Kahul, forebear of ancient wisdom! I lived for eons long before any of you were born!
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no offense.
Idiot meets idiot.
What's all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Oh, wait. Navia.
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue. Miss Navia, president of Fontaine Spina di Rosula.
Hello, everyone. Partner, Paimon, how have you been lately?
Oh, my... oh, my trusty partner.
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me? My useless servant can't even give me a proper introduction.
You think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction?
He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
No one knows what to say about it. He don't shake hands.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it? Excellent. You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive.
Ahau's totally being treated like a little cute pet.
Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light. I couldn't wait a moment longer. The second the approval came through, I reached out to President Navia, hoping she could lend a hand. After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see. I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet, so let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event and also providing technical support.
Huh? Cheval Moran?
That's right, the one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran! After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal, a win-win arrangement.
Ugh. It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management. For anyone feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income.
I think I'll run
Plus,
your
with your
part. How about
skills,
that?
I'm sure you could bring something special to the table.
Sounds like a ton of fun.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to, say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Well, as it happens, that'll be a piece of cake. Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant.
It's a mean escapade.
Look over there.
You! Yes, you! For the last time, the ingredients have to be in the right ratio! Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Oh, look at the adorable Cinderella.
She seems a bit busy right now.
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a How go be her assistant.
You little... What's your game here?
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary.
Oh,
The
I
sheer
believe it.
lack of standards here will be the death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment? The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
Oh.
Wait, has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually leave their gun nearby. Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box. It didn't look like something from Fontaine, though. It had more of a Natlanese vibe.
Oh?
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed like someone deliberately hid it there. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. Ugh, it was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you know a lot about guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch. Something like this.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise!
Sketched by professional. Engineered, after all.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Thanks a lot, Pauline.
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration!
Seems like Kanichi has something to say. Let's find a quiet spot. After saying goodbye to Pauline.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun.
Looks ancient.
Correct. It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
Think I'll join you.
Perfect. Then we can head out right away.
Let's do it.
Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
Ain't my friends? This book said they were my friends. Yeah, fine, you're right. Let's do it. Where the hell is she? Navia. Here.
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Let's do this.
It's time, dear partner in Paimon, for us to turn our attention to the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland. As I mentioned, the park was started up by enthusiasts who brought in the Spina di Rosula to handle the planning, construction, and operations. Of course, enthusiasts aren't typically all-around experts. They usually stick to designing the event booths. We, for our part, handle long-term operations and develop standardized strategy guides for the different activities.
Long-term operations? Strategy? It all sounds so complicated. We spend most of our time adventuring, and we barely have any experience running a stall. Do you think we can handle this?
Not everything's big boss. Not every big boss went to business school, you know.
That's more like it. You've seen it all before, haven't you, partner? I'd even go as far as to say you've shaped some of Tevat's biggest business ventures. Anyway, first things first. Let's get an overview of how the whole festival's gonna be run.
Yeah, film festival.
The Spina's only been able to hire a limited number of craftsmen. Besides, we don't have enough experience to handle multiple projects simultaneously. That's why I chose to adopt a time slot-based planning method, so we can focus on specific tasks during each designated period. Upgrading facilities, expanding the venue, hiring staff. All of this requires funds and time slots to accomplish. So, it's our job to allocate precious time slots in each business cycle to the most worthwhile tasks.
Yeah.
As we attract more guests and earn money to add to our funds, we'll also be able to work more efficiently, which will allow us to divide each cycle into finer time slots, which will let us get more done.
So we'll be limited in the decisions we can make and tasks we can focus on within each time period. Which means we have to use our limited actions and Mora to earn even more Mora. Kind of like playing chess or cards then. Cooking up a strategy in advance is gonna be key. I think she just about gets it. How do you feel about it, Traveler?
Sounds right up my alley.
Yep, come on, we can do this. You mentioned standardized strategy guides just now. Does that mean there are non-standard ways to take part too?
Of course. Film and entertainment mean different things to different people, and there's going to be a wide range of exciting activities for people to try out. If we're not careful, some visitors might wander off and end up getting in trouble, and others might pick up dangerous props by mistake. To avoid confusion, we need to create a standardized strategy guide for each activity. Just think of it like a walkthrough.
I see. You want me to be your test player.
Wow, if we're the first ones to test out the activities, who knows what surprises there could be waiting for us. But if we hit a tough spot, we'll just have to rely on our skills to carry us through.
Hopefully it goes without
Our
saying that I'd
skills.
never put you in danger, partner. I carefully checked all the existing activities before you arrived, and I can assure you that they're all perfectly safe. I also wanted you to experience the activities before anyone else gets to. It'll be fun. Plus, we'd like to hear your thoughts and suggestions.
Oh, those are two things Navia is best at. Making people feel safe and having fun.
Great! Well, I can't wait to hear what you think. Your input is super important to us. All right, then. Let's start with eclectic escapades and put our first guide together.
Unlock facility. Oh, formula. Collect the required number of adventure coins and reach the destination to complete the challenge. Beware of traps of the stage that will decrease challenge time if touched. Special kills can create acceleration rings. Yeah, you're gliding. Not only can this speed up these skills, but you can also use them to dodge obstacles and break through terrains. Killing it. We're gonna triple the coin count. Oh, shit. Low battery, no.
Both of you seem even more excited than before. Looks like your first trial run didn't disappoint.
The challenge formula is super easy to get into.
Paimon hasn't actually watched that many films, but after trying it out, she might just be hooked. We should check out the film that it's based on.
Great job, Paimon. That's exactly what our enthusiast friends were hoping you'd say. They'd be beyond delighted to hear that visitors are curious about the films that inspired these attractions. Some have even been willing to contribute extra funds out of their own pockets, where budgets have allowed, of course.
Out of their own pockets?
That's right. While the Spina di Rosula covers the cost of basic booth materials and rental fees, many fans have personally funded promotional materials and related merchandise. The cost of the booth itself isn't their main expense. Some of them have already started designing spin-off products inspired by film characters. Take our official mascot, Sir Intendant Chevalmoran, for instance. She won second place in the last most popular character poll for the comic film category, and was even dubbed the pinnacle of round bouncy cuteness. Many people have expressed interest in designing cushions based on her image, using the highest quality fabrics and hiring the most skilled artisans to mass produce them. These cushions will officially go on sale at the next convention alongside lots of similar products.
Now that you mention it, it kind of was. I kind of was one too.
Sounds irresistible, right? Plus, as Surintendant Chevalmoran's guardian and official image rights agent, Farina will receive 60% of the sales revenue. After all, the fans are doing this voluntarily, not for profit, but to promote Surintendant Chevalmoran's adorable image. The more Mora ends up in Farina's purse, the better Surintendant Chevalmoran's meals will be. And who wouldn't be happy to hear that?
Oh, Paimon likes the sound of that. Everyone working hard for something they all love without worrying about profit.
Still, we can't just ignore Mora completely. Whether it's fan creations or official commercial projects, some level of financial balance is still necessary. The same logic applies to the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland taken as a whole. Once we finish the standardized strategy guides, our attractions can officially be open to the public. But we can't take personal charge of the ticketing process. There's plenty of work to do at the various booths, and the park itself is a work in progress. We'll need to assign dedicated employees to maintain and manage each attraction. There's a recruitment section on the park's bulletin board. We've received many applications, and each candidate has their strengths. Our job is to match the best candidates to each attraction based on their overall performance. Once assigned, the staff will keep the attractions running, ensuring a continuous revenue stream.
Wait, so we've suddenly gone from being playtesters to heads of human resources? That's definitely a first for us.
I have a very high standard when it comes to reviewing resumes.
Don't hold everyone up to your own standards, okay? You can't expect everyone else to be as capable as you. Alright, time to review some resumes. Fingers crossed we'll get some exceptional candidates.
Speedrun.
When reviewing resumes, pay attention to each applicant's area of expertise.
Looks like this particular employee is really getting into their role.
Wishing them success on the job.
You're both doing great. You sound more like bosses than I do. In any case, with this, the Chevalmoran Film Fantasyland is now officially open. Running a theme park is a long-term project. You won't make much if you try and rush it. We're just about done with our current work setup, so let's take a short break and wait for this cycle's revenue report to come.
The fresh vegetables from the new batch are exceptional.
Well, the numbers might not look that impressive, but given that we're just getting the ball rolling, I'd say that wasn't a bad start. Building on this momentum, we must consider rolling out more unique business strategies during the next cycle. To draw in the crowds, I've invited one of Fontaine's very own celebrity chefs, my good friend Escoffier. She'll be performing right here in the amusement park's restaurant. On that note, let's go catch up with her.
So, is the restaurant part of our business strategy too? There are so many layers to this operation.
The restaurant is up to standard, and the waterside location will make for a unique dining experience. The beautiful scenic reflections in the water create a stunning backdrop, lifting diners' spirits and allowing them to truly savor their meals. Ingredients, check. Cooking utensils, check. Looks like we're ready to rumble.
There, Escoffier.
Oh, my employers are here. The president of the Spina di Rasula, plus the famous traveler and Paimon. I must say, you seem a bit overqualified to be running a film-themed amusement park.
I'd say that if anyone here was overqualified, it would be the former head chef of the Hotel de Boer. Wherever you walk, the aroma of fine cuisine follows in your wake.
Let's get back to business. I'm guessing you want the traveler to help me decide the theme dish for each cycle, right?
Theme dish.
This is the business strategy I mentioned earlier. Using Escoffier's top-tier dishes to attract more visitors to the park. But this isn't just about attracting visitors. Her culinary masterpieces will surely have other surprising effects. Just imagine, Paimon, if all you needed was a single ticket to enjoy all the attractions and taste all the legendary food. Wouldn't you be tempted?
Come every single day.
Do you need an annual pass?
Now, here's the twist. To get the most out of this strategy, the menu can't be made public. Based on research by a certain food branding consultant, many restaurants have started offering a special chef surprise dish. So give me some inspiration every few business cycles, and I'll decide on our next theme dish. Now then, give me your hand.
My hand?
A warm and energetic feel. Your hands are calloused from wielding your sword, but still quite delicate. When you grasp its hilt, it's like you're holding the bow of a violin. A sword, then. The theme this time shall be strength.
Ooh.
All right, let's find out what strength looks like in gastronomical form.
Gastronomic. Power-packed barbecue ribs.
I've refined the sauce for these barbecue ribs. It's a richer flavor than the classic version, but not at all greasy. The mint extract in the seasoning leaves a refreshing aftertaste, perfect for indulging yourself after a fun-filled day. But if you ask me, I'd say the artisans need these more than the guests.
The artisans?
As I'm sure you've noticed, this park isn't quite finished. A serving of these barbecue ribs should help the artisans replenish their strength much more quickly. As their bosses, you have an obligation to provide meals for them. So why not invite them to dine here? Who knows, the morale boost might even improve their productivity.
Oh, if I recall correctly, you once served up some special fish and chips for the porters over at the Fleuve Centre. For several days after, the workers were all incredibly efficient. They'd finish 8 hours of work in just 5. And then, because they clocked out early, they'd come back completely refreshed the next day.
Then there's no time to lose. Go invite the artisans over while these ribs are still hot. I'll prepare some side dishes and desserts too.
That's a great idea. You really live up to your reputation, Escoffier. Looks like these themed dishes are going to make a huge difference after all. We'll have to make sure we check in with you regularly. The artisans are pumped and ready to roll thanks to that themed dish.
And perfect timing, too. Let's take this chance to take the facilities of our eclectic escapades to the next level.
We should be able to attract more customers.
That's right. Based on an attraction will reach its ideal revenue only when its service value meets customer expectations. As we improve and expand our facilities, expectations will also increase accordingly. When that happens, we can deploy more capable employees or invest funds in training to enhance our employees' skills. everything. Looks like you've pretty much mastered how to run this park.
Huh? Have we really? Thinking about it, we have learned quite a lot, haven't we?
Just goes to show, well, Navia explained it all.
Oh, not at all. I wouldn't say I taught you much. Your intuition's been guiding the way mostly. I imagine long-term operations sounded like a scary prospect the first time I mentioned it, huh? But don't let that scare you. Just break things down into smaller steps and tackle them one at a time. Even if you're not a genius or naturally gifted, you'll get it done in the end.
Whoa, seeing her own progress has really got Paimon fired up! Actually, she's gonna jot your words of encouragement right down.
It's a good lesson for everyone.
From here on out, we'll be running the ship over Ramdale Fantasyland together. Let's make it a big success!
Opening up facilities. Forgot to do the formula. In this challenge, you must approach the barrier without barrier firing device to destroy it. Use your special ability to stop moments to avoid barriers more easily and get closer to the target device faster. One. Oh, damn it, got me. Hot me. Oh. Dang it. Destroyed. We got the key! We didn't have to kill Bowser. Standard strategy formulated. We need more money to train the staff.
Go, Barbara, go!
fine.
Work here.
Go, Barbara, go!
Yeah, money raking in.
We've gone over budget in quite a few areas. But
expanding, growing, making a new formula.
Go, Barbara, go!
That's why we're doing it. For all them juicy rewards. And this bow is pretty nice, so.
I wonder when I'll be as tough. Big sister.
Go ahead and go back to Mondstadt real quick. Collect our dailies and things. I forgot all about that.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Need to go grind Barbara's boss.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chingsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless.
Helpless.
The power of water is its ability to take any shape. One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors. Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Looks like I got carried away.
Let it rain.
on! We can do it! We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for?
Yes, it's too much.
As long as rain falls and river... Water will exist forever.
Yikes forever.
An assassin from our homeland, or a fool who trespasses upon the waters of Chinsa. Coveting the shapes of the living, pure water can take on many forms. In this way, shall water deliver your punishment. I'm a bit rusty. Let's dip. The power of water is its ability to take any shape.
Is its ability to take any shape.
Without solid ground, terrestrial creatures become simply helpless. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. One who is ignorant of water's treasures fails also to comprehend its horrors. Let's see what happens when you lose your foothold. The power of water is its ability to take any shape. We seek but a small haven of tranquil waters. Is that so much to ask for? As long as rain falls and rivers flow. Water will exist forever.
Disappear!
You. He. Yeah. He. You. He. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. He. He. Huh. Hi. He. Huh. 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 Hi. He. Yeah. Huh. 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 Yeah.
Windblade!
Huh. Hi. Yeah. Huh. Huh. He. Huh. What? Yeah. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Let's spark. Ready, steady, go!
Windblade!
Huh. Yeah. Hi. He. Let's dance. He. Oh. Oh. Huh. Let it rain. He. He. Huh. He. Huh. 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 Yeah. He.
With the wind!
Huh. Huh. Hi. He. Hi. He. Huh. Huh. Oh. Huh. He. Huh. He.
Okay, back to our thriving business. be able to upgrade something. Oh, they're both expanding? Alright, keep it to them. Look at that, just a straight shot up. If we aren't just brilliant businessmen.
Huh?
Talking to the stream. Brilliant businessmen. Look at this. Just
Couldn't
look at
even
our
get
graph.
200,000.
We don't need 200,000. Look at our graph. Look at our graph. Going straight up. Our stocks are through the roof.
Couldn't even.
How long does it say I've been streaming? It says towards the bottom, I think. It says somewhere right here, I think.
This is 30 minutes FPS. On hour and 46 minutes.
Oh, okay. Golly. I feel like I haven't done anything.
What cycle are you on?
10. 5 or something.
Just infinitely do the cycles and
9.
finish this. You get all the work so easily. This was the best event I've ever done. You literally just sit there and you're done.
That's not how you do cycles.
And it doesn't even matter how many cycles you go.
Hmm.
Like,
That's fair enough.
it's easier the more cycles you go, too.
You have more to work with.
I had 92 in my time. I had 92 times.
Invest in our people if we want to make our money.
Why not keep me company for a while? There'll be plenty of time for work later.
We're probably gonna stop around 2 hours and do more of it tomorrow. We got the key. We can go to the second floor. think the next cycle starts more talky talk, so I think we're gonna end it here. Do a quick. Oh shit. We have 24 wishes. 4 blue wishes. We did not add anyone to our party this time.
I wonder when I'll
Still
be
the
as tall as
usual
my big
roster.
sister.
We'll pick up from here tomorrow. Thanks for joining my stream.